Good evening, my fellow park enthusiasts. Um, okay, hold on a second. I'm not really seeing any audio coming from my desktop right now. I don't know if I don't know if I messed up on the stream settings somehow. All right, well, it's probably not a big deal. I'm gonna act like it's not a big deal. Um, so as you can see, I'm back playing. We don't need to talk about it. I'm gonna change things up. I'm gonna play with a heavy Pokemon for once, so I can feel like I'm succeeding in a way. Usually it's just playing as Magnemite, and he's the lightest out of all of them, and it's just a whole lot of um, not good. It's a whole lot of not good. Figured maybe if I, you know, do something like this, it'll make me feel empowered again. Can feel like I'm less tormented than usual. Feel like, feelings like that can really make me feel again. Anyways, I'm just gonna do this for a little bit. I will eventually get to the usual routine, but I don't know. Maybe I could also uncover something. Maybe like you know, could bring to light. I don't know what would bring to light. I'm just hoping I'll do this and then I'll realize something that I can then apply to, you know, the rest of the Pokemon I play as here. And Flareon, I just kind of chose him on the spot, but he's definitely not the heaviest or the best here. He doesn't have a special attack like some of the others do, but maybe that's a good thing. It's the same attack that, um, it's the same attack that, Magnemite has. I don't know why I was blanking there. Yeah, I mean, in the case of using Flareon, I kind of feel like not using the special attack is more likely to be successful just because we're heavy enough as Flareon to, not get pushed around so easily. But yeah, just let me vent this out. Can keep playing as Flareon. I don't know why I exited to the main menu. Let's keep playing as Flareon. It's much later than my usual streams. There's some noises in the background. Those are fireworks. Oh yeah, Flareon's faster too, not just heavier. Notice we usually go straight down from the beginning, and it seems like Flareon reaches the bottom much faster than Magnemite does. That's something I don't think I ever really knew. Also, the distance that Pokemon get knocked away is farther. We all know that. The heavier the Pokemon is, the easier it is to knock them away. The more you can stand your ground. But man, this just feels so good. Getting tormented like this week after week for so long, I forgot what this felt like. Oh, honestly, might spend at least half the stream just doing this because, I mean, uh, I just, I just feel like being able to relax like this almost makes Rhyperior's bumper burn. Almost makes it seem like a real attraction and not a torture device made specifically for tormenting me. Not to say that it ever was, but it kind of is. We all know that. Probably a better way to start um, with Flareon than the one that we use for Magnemite, the setup. Because we're getting to the bottom too fast, and then we're only knocking off Baltoy at the beginning. Also, something I was finding interesting, this might be the case for other attractions too, but we see that Heatran is one of the opponents you face, even though you can't actually play as him or even see him on the selection screen until after you've beaten the main game. So I just thought that was kind of interesting how they don't try to hold back its existence. In the attraction itself, considering the lengths that they go to hide Heatran and the other legendary Pokemon from from the player early on. Alright, I said I was going to try something different, and then I go ahead and don't try anything different. Next time for sure. Oh. Alright. Gonna make the switch. Feel like I've had enough time to enjoy myself here. I was just thinking about the other attractions. I was just talking about how you can face Heatran here as soon as you play the attraction for the first time, and I was actually thinking maybe it's the same in other attractions as well. Not all of them, of course, but the ones where you have opponents like Bulbasaur's Daring Dash. Maybe not that one, because I know Mew is the legendary in that game, and I feel like they would have been extra careful to hide Mew from the player. But maybe like, maybe who could it be? Let me think. Maybe Darkrai, or what legendary Pokemon do you find in Absol's Hurdle Bounce? I think it's, gosh, can't remember. Alright, well, maybe my point doesn't stand, but I feel like, I don't know, maybe I've got something, maybe I'm onto something. Let me know. Let me know in the chat if you think I'm cooking or if you think I'm cooking. Alright, so we're not off too bad start here. Ah, come on. Oh, something. Oh, my controller just died. Okay, so this is interesting. For some reason... Give me a second to figure something out here. Alright, I got a controller back up. For some reason, when the controller died, the default state of the game, I guess, was to send me upward. Might just be an emulator thing. probably end the stream not too long since it's, late. But I'm thinking this may be one of my last bumper burn streams. I think the magic's kind of gone. I think if there was any potential for me maxing out the score, it's definitely the odds have gone down. I feel as though I'm not really getting any better at this. Kind of at a standstill. And I don't know what to do. I don't know what to do. Oh, nice. I got 2. Be nice to get a little bit more. Messed up there with oh, come on now. Anyways, I don't know how many more streams I have in me as far as bumper burn goes, but I'm definitely planning on maybe getting into some alternate ideas. There are still a lot of attractions that I haven't really given a lot of attention to, so I figure it's probably about time that I move on to the next big endeavor, since I've been on this one for quite a while. You put together all the combined streams I've dedicated to it. Anyways, I'm thinking the next attraction that I'll stream is probably going to be Gyarados Aquadash, but haven't fully committed to the decision yet. We'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm going to use... I'm thinking... I haven't decided whether I'm going to hook up my Wii or whether I'm going to just use the Dolphin emulator with the real Wii mode, but I'm going to do one of those things so that if I get any times I really like, I'll be able to submit them on the speedrun leaderboard. Obviously, playing Rhyperior's Bumper Burn, there's no leaderboards for that, but might be worth setting up a valid what's it called? I don't know. Having a valid setup that I can use in submissions. They do allow emulator so long as it's specified, and also there's a specific list of versions that I haven't checked the actual requirements. I'm not gonna act like I have, but if I do decide to go the emulator route, then I'll see what options I have available to me there. I usually just prefer the emulator when it comes to like visual quality of the game. It looks a bit more polished. I don't have to deal with any input latency. When I'm viewing the game from the stream and not the TV, it's weird. Back when I first started streaming, I had a weird setup, and it just it didn't work out super great when I was using the Wii and I needed to make precise inputs. So we'll see. I don't know. see how it goes. Um, okay. I'm going to hang out in the middle a little bit and see what happens. It's not often that I really, observe anything that's going on, uh, once the game is underway. I'm usually out in the corners trying to lure others off, but you stand in the middle and get a new perspective, hoping maybe that could help me somehow. I am seeing that the middle seems to be where Pokemon naturally try to gravitate towards, which makes sense, right? You want the AI to not put itself in a position where it gets easily knocked off. But beyond that, I can't really say that there's anything helpful I could ascertain from making these kinds of observations. Within the next week, I'm hoping I'll have more information to share about the blindfolded playthrough and what the plans with that are. Um, but to be honest, I really just need that information so that I'll know for myself what plans I need to make for streams in the near future. Because last stream, I was still going through the save file that I was using as preparation for that blindfolded playthrough. And I do think that I'm going to continue that save file in some of the future upcoming streams, but um, yeah, I don't know how much more focus I'm going to give to the idea of that playthrough. I think it may still go through, may still get streamed, but obviously there'd be a section from the beginning that's missing, and that's kind of dissuaded me a bit from the idea of continuing, or well, not continuing since maybe just never mind. Basically, I haven't decided if I'm gonna stream the rest of that playthrough if it does continue. Can potentially set up another one like in the future. It would still be the same thing, maybe with another friend, since I wouldn't want to make the same friend go through the playthrough idea twice. But the only real difference would be that I guess it wouldn't be my first time trying the idea anymore. I don't know if that's worth anything or not, but it's part of my thought process. It may take time to set up another opportunity for it, but I'm not bummed out about the fact that it didn't start the way I was expecting. Um, got all the time in the world. Plus, I got plenty other things to stream. Even if it seems like there's only one thing I'm streaming and it's getting my skin pulled off excruciatingly by Rhyperior and his dastardly group of um, dastardly uh, co-conspirators. Ooh. Ooh. I need the power up. Alright, we're kind of looking good right now. We need to have anyone come this way so that we can get points. Oh! I was going to say, we need those points. We're running out of time. Alright, let's give it a couple more tries. Maybe like 10 more tries. I feel like that's a fairly large number to work with. Oh wow. Almost got Flareon off too, and that would have been 8. I don't know what the score would have ended up being, but we would have had an 8 times multiplier pretty quickly. Would have been nice. It's okay. Didn't quite work out. Alright. Start here has not been good. On attempt number 3 of our final 10, I usually lose track of the number I decide on, but see if I can hold on to it this time. Oh, man, that is so unfortunate. I hate kind of the, I don't know what you might call it, but the rebounding effect just feels like, tough to say what it feels like. It feels like something is melting, possibly my organs, every time a Pokemon runs into another Pokemon, and that Pokemon is like slingshotted into my direction with very high levels of force, and it completely eviscerates me, just completely blown out of the ring into some lava, probably. I mean, I don't know what lies beyond the screen, but like you see, I'm getting blown way past what's on the screen, so I can only assume there's more lava. Maybe there's like spikes at the bottom. I mean, it's a very sadistic looking environment, so I wouldn't be surprised if there was something like that going on. Where are we on now? Number 6? Out of who cares? Who's even keeping count? Whether it's out of 10 attempts, or 100, or 5, it's just going to be the same outcome. Can't see it being anything but the same outcome. I'm not saying that as a pessimist, Even if I never get the high score, I can smile and say, at least I didn't have all my limbs ripped off one at a time, because I feel like that would be worse than not getting the high score I want. I'm still pretty upset about having my skin peeled off, but, I like to think that I can still come back from this. Kind of a glass half full mindset. As you all know, optimistic thinker, empath, nice guy all around. That's just me. Alright, so maybe we're on number 11 now? I forgot. We'll make this our last one. Alright. Not looking bad. We have multiplier of 7 right now. Ooh. Alright, well, play this one out to the end. Oof. I was thinking the range of movement is you kind of look. I'm trying to make circles. I guess maybe it's a little weird with the tilt controls, but it's not all that fluid. All right, that's gonna be all for the stream. Thank you for joining me, as always. And please hydrate, take heart, and take care of yourself in the days to come.